There are three anatomy of technical price action, and the first one is the structure, the trend, and the indicator. As a professional price action trader, it doesn't matter the type of strategy you are using, whether you are using SMC, supply and demand, support and resistance, ICT strategy, whatever. The most important thing you must learn as a trader is to understand the market structure. Where is the market heading to? And the second one is the trend. Then the third one is the indicator. Now, I've seen some traders, they depend only on indicators for market analysis. I use indicator as a confluence to support my overall bias in the market. In today's video, we're going to start from structure. I'm going to break everything down for you guys to understand the basic structure of the market. Looking at USD JPY on the daily time frame right now, you will agree with me that the overall direction of the market is downtrend. The sellers has been the one in charge of the market for a very long time. Why? They started the journey of the bearish structure around this zone here at this last resistance, because the buyers reacted around this resistance multiple times. They tried to push the price action above this resistance zone before the sellers came in and pushed the price action down by forming this structure: lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, then lower low. When you come across the fixtures of bearish structure in the market, it's a sign that price is going down. Now, the second one is the trend. Are we in a downtrend or in an uptrend? The third one is the indicator. I'm using 50 moving average for this video. The function of this 50 EMA is for me to understand how valid the trend is. If you are in a downtrend, the moment you realize that the price action is already trading below the 50 EMA, is a sign that we are in a strong downtrend. And if we are in a bullish structure and you realize that the price action is trading above the 50 EMA, is a sign that we are in a strong uptrend market. But in today's video, we're going to start with a downtrend market. Since we have established our structure, the trend that determines that the sellers are the one in charge of this market, and the third one shows that the price action is still trading below the moving average, is a sign that we have to keep on looking for sell opportunity. If you look at what the price action did there, at this key levels over here, price reacted here, price reacted here, price reacted here. After multiple rejections, then the sellers finally broke the price action down. Now, when they broke the price action down, then the next thing as a professional price action trader is to look at the future possible key level that can make this price action to retrace to the upper side. Now, if you look at the historical data, you have to check what has happened in the past. Looking at these key levels on here, sometimes ago, the price action reacted at this key level zone multiple times. Price reacted here, price reacted here. Then there is high tendency price is going to react in the future. And that was what caused this major retracement at this key level zone. Why? Because the price action already reacted at this key level zone once upon a time. Now, as a professional price action trader, you're not going to take a buy setup here because the price action reacted here multiple times, then automatically price is going to buy. No, it doesn't work like that. What you have to do is to follow the overall trend, since the overall trend is a downtrend. Now, what you have to do is to exercise a lot of patience and wait for price action to retest this last broken support, turn to resistance around this zone. And when the price action is approaching this key level zone, then the next thing to scale down to the entry time frame. Sometimes I use 4 hours time frame, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes for my execution, but it depends on the current market condition. But in today's video, I'm going to use 1 hour time frame for this execution and how we're going to catch this long major downtrend movement. Let's get down to 1 hour time frame. On the 1 hour time frame, when the price action was approaching this our point of interest where we want to take possible sell opportunity, because the overall direction on the daily time frame is bearish, right? Before we execute, I've seen some traders online, they use pending order. I love the price action to come to my point of interest. I want to pay attention to what the price action is doing at my point of interest and exercise a lot of patience to see the presence of sellers in the market, that they are already in charge to push the price action in a downtrend movement. When the buyer started this journey, they pushed the price action to my point of interest with high momentum, right? As a result of this 1 hour healthy bullish candlestick, I can't take a sell opportunity immediately. Why? Because it's a sign that the buyers are still fully in charge of this market, right? At my point of interest. Now, the next thing that I need to do is to exercise a lot of patience to ensure that the buyers are losing the momentum to push beyond my point of interest. The next candlestick that formed after this healthy candlestick was unhealthy candlestick, and the name of this candlestick is dodgy, right? If you compare the body of this candlestick here and this one, you can see there is a huge difference between these two candlestick pattern. This one is healthy candlestick while this one is unhealthy candlestick. This one is a low momentum candlestick. Look at the next candlestick that formed as well. This is another unhealthy dodgy candlestick. Look at the next candlestick that formed as well. This one is a shooting star, or you can call it inverted hammer. And all these candlesticks are symbols or signs of bearish reversal candlestick pattern, right? That shows that the sellers are coming in to take charge of the market. Then the fifth candlestick that formed was the bearish candlestick, and this is the bearish engulfing candlestick, and this candlestick is healthy. We have seen another sign, and we can also see more presence of weak rejection at our point of interest. We have weak rejection here, weak rejection here, weak rejection here, then another weak rejection around this zone here. Then the next candlestick that formed was bearish engulfing candlestick pattern, and this candlestick pattern is a high momentum candlestick pattern because the body of the candlestick is healthy. After that, the next candlestick that formed was a dodgy candlestick. Look at this low momentum candlestick that formed, and at the top of this candlestick we have multiple weak rejections at the top of this candlestick. It's a sign that the sellers are actually involved in this market to push the price action to the downside. These are the signs that I must see before I take a decision in the market, before taking any sell opportunity. Final sign that I always use before I take any decision at my point of interest is I have to see this pattern, either a double top pattern, right, or head and shoulder pattern. When I'm able to see this pattern that represents bearish reversal candlestick pattern, it's a sign that yes, the sellers are now fully in charge of this market, and it's a sign for me to execute my sell position in the market. And if you look at what happened at my point of interest, right, the price action created this first leg here, and they formed this resistance around this zone here. Then the buyers took charge of the market for a short time. They pushed the price action to this point to form another support, right? Then the buyers pushed the price action to create another high, which is equal high to this previous high here. Now we are now having double top. As a result of the formation of this double top at our point of interest, you have to exercise a lot of patience as a professional price action trader and wait for price action to break the neckline of the double top. Let me bring out this part to her. You can see we have a clear double top at our point of interest here. So we are going to wait for price to break the neckline here, then we execute after the breakout of the neckline at this zone here. And this is what we are going to do right now. So where is the candlestick that broke the neckline of this? Let me change the color to red, right? Where is the candlestick that broke the neckline of our double top at this point of interest? We have this bearish candlestick here. The moment you realize that a healthy candlestick invalidate the neckline of the double top, execute without hesitation, then you place your stop loss above the last high, then you target the next key swing support level, and these are around this zone here, right? That is our swing setup. And if you want to take a day trading target, just target ratio 1 to 2 and get out of the market. But if you want to be a swing trader, then you have to hold the price action down to this zone here. So these are about ratio 1 to 7 risks to reward on USD JPY by executing one quality setup. If you are enjoying this video, don't forget to click the like, subscribe and turn on the notification button. And if you also want to be a part of my free signal community on Telegram, you can click the link below this video description, where I give out free signals and high profitable setups every week to my community. On USD CHF, if you look at what price action is doing on the daily time frame around this zone here, the price action created this support here, and the sellers was unable to push below the support key level zone because it happens to be a strong support key level around this zone, right? Then this price action also created another key resistance level around this zone, right? And this price action here is a sign that between the buyers and the sellers, no one is controlling the market. Price action is just consolidating within a certain range. And the moment you realize that the price action is consolidating without specific direction, you just have to stay away from the market. Don't take any decision. Just map out the two sides of the price action, the resistance and also the support. When you establish the support and the resistance, just wait for price action to play out, either to break to the upper side or the price action to break to the downside. In this example, the price action broke out of the consolidation zone to the upper side, whereby the price action created this high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. We have to establish the structure of the market because it is the first step of anatomy of technical analysis. The structure, you have to know where the price action is heading to, either to the downside or to the upper side. But in this example, the price action is what? Bullish structure. We're having higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, then price consolidator a little bit before the new creation of the higher high. Since we have established that the structure of the market is now a bullish structure, then the next thing is the trend. Are we in a downtrend or in a bullish trend? The answer is bullish trend or uptrend market. That shows that the buyers are the one in charge of the market, and we just have to keep on taking buy opportunity because buyers are the one dominating the market. The third one of the anatomy of technical analysis is indicator. Now we have to check the indicator. Is the price action trading above the indicator or the price action is trading below the indicator? Based on this example now, you can see that the price action is trading above the indicator, and we are using 50 moving average exponential, right? Since the price action indicated a healthy breakout of this consolidation, then the next thing you have to do as a professional price action trader is to scale down to your entry time frame and watch the price action to give you the signs that represent the presence of buyers at your point of interest before you take any buy opportunity. And we're going to use 1 hour for our execution in today's video. On the 1 hour time frame, if you look at what the price action just did here, when the price action approached our point of interest, look at the reduction of the candlestick momentum. We have high volume momentum candlestick here, then low volume candlestick momentum, then the next one another low volume candlestick momentum as well. Then the next thing that price action did, that was a formation of bullish engulfing candlestick at our point of interest here, and this bullish engulfing candlestick pattern is a very strong one that represents the heavy presence of buyers at our point of interest. When the sellers saw the price action back to our point of interest, look at the way the sellers were struggling to push the price action below our point of interest. Look at volume reduction at our point of interest, and if you pay attention to the candlestick patterns, we can see multiple rejection at the bottom of each candlestick pattern. And what you have to do is to ensure that you're able to spot reversal chart pattern that represent the presence of buyers at our point of interest. You have to exercise a lot of patience for price action to form reversal chart pattern that represent the presence of buyer at our point of interest. And if you look at this price action here, we can see that we have the first leg here, then the price action bought to the upper side, then the price action came down again, price action consolidated for a while, then we had a major breakout to the upper side out of the consolidation at our point of interest. Right at our point of interest, you have to map out this consolidation zone, then wait for price action to what? To break out of it. And this consolidation zone formed this multiple rejection at this support zone here. Then the price action reacted here, reacted here, reacted here. We have 3 touches at this support zone. Then you can also call it triple bottom. If you are unable to see double bottom, you can also see triple bottom at the point of interest. Then you have to wait for price action to break the neckline of this triple bottom. Then after the breakout, execute your position, place your stop loss below here, then you target the next key level zone, which is resistance key level zone. If you want to learn more from me and also get access to my weekly signals on Telegram community, click on this link. It will take you to my Telegram channel where you can get access to other Forex educational materials on my Telegram community channel. Don't forget to click on the like, subscribe, and turn on the notification button so that you can get notification whenever we upload another exclusive Forex video like this. See you next time, guys.